Hey friends, today we're talking about something super useful, how to make a document management system in Notion. It's easier than you might think and can seriously level up your organization game. Whether you're running a business, hitting the books, or just want to tidy up your digital space, I've got you covered. I'll show you how to set up a system that works just for you. So grab a cup of coffee and let's dive in. We're about to change the way you handle your docs with Notion. It's gonna be fun. This is another popular template of Nimblegot, which thousands have downloaded and requested a walkthrough on how to make tutorial. So let's get to it and level up your document management game. Before diving into the template and beginning the tutorial, imagine having all your important documents organized exactly the way you want them. This template works with three main components: an all document section, recently edited, and a grouped by tags section which groups all docs based on their tags. Let me take you to behind the scenes. Looking at their database names, you see there is a docs database, and the database for the recently edited is a copied view of the main database with changed view settings from layouts. I've done the same for the group by tags section. Again, it's connected to the main database, and when I hide the database name and go to the edit layout, you see that I've changed the layout to list. When I go to the group, you see I've grouped them by their tags. This contains all the tags that have been created, and you can easily add new ones, delete ones, or change their colors. Pertinent, right? So that was it. But wait, there is more. Now I'm going to create this from scratch and in the meantime improve and make a V2 for the docs template so it will work and serve you better. Think of it as upgrading from a bicycle to an electric bike. Same concept, but so much more powerful. I will publish updates for free, so make sure to get them from the description. Quick checkpoint. Let's recap again. The template has three sections: all docs, recently edited docs, and docs by their categories or tags. Now let's create a new page. Here is where the magic begins. I hit a slash on my keyboard, type PA and select page from the list. And now I have a new page. First thing to do, I will make this page full width. Turn off the table of content and from the customize page, turn off the page discussion and show backlinks. Then change the inline comments to minimal. These settings will help us create a clean, distraction-free workspace. Think of it as decluttering your digital desk. Great. Can you feel the zen already? Now let me open the original document setup so we can take a look at it when needed. Name the page. I name it Docs 2.0. Just like how smartphone manufacturers release better version of their products, we're creating Docs 2.0. Bigger, better, and more efficient. Next, let's add an icon or emoji for the page. Type docs and select an emoji. For now, I don't care for the aesthetic too. Let's add a cover too from Unsplash integration. Type doc or documents to see the results. And yes, I don't like any of them. So let's skip this and continue our process. Remember, perfection is the enemy of progress. We had a list, so let's begin by adding a list view and make sure to click on the new list button. This is where things start getting exciting. Rename the database to all docs or anything you like and hide it. Next, change the list view name to what you want. Let me see what was the name of the original one. So it was all. I don't use all for the new system as all of our docs in the dashboard could get heavy and impractical. So I'll pick another name and new function like this week and change the icon to calendar. We're going to show this week's created docs here from now on. Have you ever noticed how focusing on shorter time periods makes managing so much easier? Let's create a powerful two-column layout that will transform how you manage your documents. I hit a slash and write 2co and select two columns from the list to create two columns side by side in this page. Now I drag this week's view to the left column. Just like arranging furniture in your room, placement matters. Again hit the slash and write HE to bring up the headings in the list and select heading 3 and write title. Now with Ctrl or Command D duplicate the heading. Pro tip, you can do it by the menu too. I prefer using shortcuts. Move one of the headings on the top of the list view and delete extra spaces above. Change the title name to This Week Docs. I use Notion AI to improve my title. Yes, it says I have to add an S to week as well. Thanks, Notion AI. Create a new doc inside and then open it to edit and create its properties. First one to go is the pre-made tags property. Think of these properties as the DNA of your documents. They define how your system will work. Let's keep the create time and add another one for last edited time property. And if we care to know who was the last person who edited these docs, we'll add the last edited by property. Have you ever wondered who made that mysterious change to your document? I also want to know who created these docs too, so I'll add a created by property too. You can skip these if you don't use the system with your teams, friends, or family. But trust me, once you start collaborating, you'll thank yourself for setting these up. Next property we need is tags or categories. For this, we can add a select property, which allows us to select one item, or choose the multi-select, which lets us select as many items as we need in our docs. Because I want it to function as a category, I'll pick the select property. Sometimes less is more. I name it and select its icon right away. Now I'll add a few sample categories, sample 1, sample 2, sample 3. These are just placeholders. You'll want to customize these based on your needs. Now to make it look better, I'll change their colors. What I do is I start from red for the first item in the property and go up one by one for the next items. This makes it more beautiful and in harmony. If I have lots of items, I repeat this every time, from bottom to top, again and again. It's like creating a rainbow of organization. Anyway, now we have our categories, but it doesn't show them in the list because we have to make them visible from the view properties. Don't worry, we'll fix that later. Time for a quick check. Let's revisit our original template to ensure we haven't missed any essential features. Perfect, we've covered all the basics, but let's explore what else Notion has up its sleeves. The approval status feature looks promising and could add real value. Change the icon to tick and now we have a clear way to track document approval status from owners. I'll select done for this doc. But wait, we can make these status labels more intuitive. From the edit property, select the done status and change the name to approved. Do the same for in progress and let's see what AI suggests for a better name. Yeah, under review definitely seem better. It's like giving your document a clear traffic light system. Now, here is a crucial question. How do we know who's responsible for reviewing this? Let's add another property then. A person property would do. Change the name to owner. Let's say the owner is Farnaz. Now everyone can instantly see Farnaz is the gatekeeper for this document's approval process. Now, before closing this, let's add a heading in this page and give it a name. And add a sample paragraph. Oh, here is something we almost forgot. Attachments and media for our docs. I'll add a file and media property. So this is the basic of details inside any docs. It's like building a house where arranging the rooms in order of importance. Owner on top, category is next, and created by after it, and so on. You can order them in any hierarchy you want. Arranging these reminds me of these new features of Notion. Let's put them to good use. Let's pin the owner, status, category, and I think created time. Or no, let's change it to last edited time. I will turn the backlinks off so my page will be cleaner. If you see above the page title, it will be hidden from there. Now we'll move what's left of the property group to the right panel. It's so easy. Drag and drop, drag, drop, drag, drop. Everything needs its perfect spot. And now we can add another group below the main property group and choose media. This makes the page super cool. Adding media instantly brings your documents to life. We're almost done here. Let's apply these changes and get back to the single doc page. You can see the arrangement of this page has changed. Now I will choose one or two files for the media property to show you how it looks. Transform your boring documentation into an engaging visual library using this exact feature. Yes, this one's good. Let's add another one. Notion should allow selecting multiple files to upload at the same time. And now let's go to the main docs page. Can you feel how it's all coming together? It seems we're getting somewhere now. First, click on the three dot icon of the list and open the properties. I'll choose to see the media of each doc here, then the owner, then the approval status, and finally the category. It may be a good idea to make the character visible too. Add an icon for this doc. Let's see what I got here. Yes, the gem emoji is good, because every document deserves its own personality, right? Copy link to view this list and create an empty space above the property. Then paste the link and choose Link Database View. Now we have an exact copy and synced view of our main database of docs. It's like having a mirror that always shows your latest changes. If I make the database name visible, you can see it's connected to the main one. The arrow icon is the indicator of being a view of another database. So let's see what this is about. Move the main one to another line and hit a slash somewhere in the page and create a new page and name it database. Make it full width and repeat the settings I've shown creating the main page for this page too. And get back to the main page. What we'll do now, you ask? We're going to get our main list and drop it in the newly created page. From now on, every doc we create will be stored in this new database page without affecting the speed and efficiency of the main page. It's like having a filing system that grows with you, but never slows you down. Hide the title of the database now, and from now on, we make a copy of this connected database, not the main. There is no difference, but it will make it easier as we're not going to lose the filters and settings I'm going to add to this view. I want to have all my docs that I have created this week here, so let's add a created time filter. Here is where the magic really happens. Change the is of filter to is related to today and choose this week. Apply our filter, and from now on I just see the docs created this week. To make this more efficient and unified, it will be a good idea to create a template for newly added docs. Have you ever wished your document could just create themselves? Well, this is the next big thing. Let's click on the little icon on the right side of our new button and choose new template button. First name it new doc. This will be the default doc's name. And you can select default owners, default categories and anything else you want. I don't need these to be default now, so let's move on to choose an icon to have as default. I'll choose the duck emoji. Remember, these small touches make a big difference in your daily workflow. Now we have our template set up. Let's close this page and again click on the chevron icon and make our new template the default template for all views. That's it. From now on, when I add new docs, they will use the settings I have preferred. You don't have to manually format each new document anymore. Let's make some space and add new docs to show you. I'll add some details to this doc right from here without opening the page. Something is missing. I open one of the docs to add a description property and name it brief and write a sample text for it. Close the page again and go to the properties and make the brief visible. You can use the eye icon or drag and drop like me. Have you ever wished you could see important information at a glance? That's exactly what we're setting up here. Now we have our brief in the view too. I guess we finished the this week section now. Let's go to the right section. We're making great progress. Can you feel how it's all coming together? I have to check to see what I've had in the original docs setup. It seems we've had a recently edited docs. Okay, let's copy link to view again and paste it below the new title. And without closing the view options, go to layout, change the layout to gallery. We're about to transform our plain list into something beautiful. Change the card preview from page content to media property we have created earlier. When there is media in any docs, it will be shown here in our gallery. You can select fit image if you want. I leave it as is. Make sure to toggle on wrap all properties and choose site pick for how docs will open. This is a game changer. Let me share why. I once spent hours clicking back and forth between documents until I discovered this feature. It seems we're done with the layouts. Let's get back and open properties. Again, make some of the properties we want to keep an eye on visible in this view too, and arrange them the way we want. Think of it like arranging your desk. Everything important should be within reach. I'll move brief to the top, approval to the bottom, and yes, that's done. Now let's get back to layout as I forgot something. Change the card size to a small. Did you notice the difference of this new recently edited view with the original one? The transformation is pretty amazing, right? Now we have cover image for docs and some properties visible to overlook the docs without opening them. Now you have X-ray vision for your documents. You can reposition any cover here to make them look better. Now for the important part, editing the filter of the view. Think of filters like a smart assistant that helps you find exactly what you need. Delete the current filter and add a new one. Select last edited time and again change is to is relative to today and let it be this week. To make it more practical and clean, you can change the filter to an advanced filter and set it to on or after yesterday. This setting will make the view show only edited docs from yesterday onwards. You know how frustrating it is to scroll through weeks of old documents to just find recent changes? This solves that problem. This makes the dashboard cleaner and only shows the latest edits. Now, because I have created all these docs just now, it shows them all, but it works perfectly. If you edit 100 docs in one day, then you'll have all of them in the dashboard for 2 days. Let's change the title to recently edited docs and let me improve the title with Notion AI so I put my $1,000 subscription to good use. LOL. Nah, I don't like documents. I like docs better. Keeping it casual makes it more approachable. Now change the name of the view to something you like and choose an icon too. Give it your personal touch. What icon would best represent your workflow? I guess we finished this section too. Let's take a look at the original setup to see what's left to create. It's amazing how far we've come already. Okay, we have a group by tags section. I don't like it at all. Let's improve this too. I've got something much better in mind. Let me show you a neat trick I discovered while organizing my own work documents. Copy link to view this week's docs. Right above it, add a new heading and name it title for now. Paste the link below the title and select link database view. Now we need to group these by tags or categories. You know how frustrating it is when everything's just thrown together in one long list, right? But unlike the original one, when everything is listed below each other in the dashboard, I want to create a gallery to give each category a dedicated and clean card. I will make a fresh and empty gallery and name it categories. Hide the database name and change the name of the view to categories as well. Again, I do some of my preferred layout settings such as card size, how the page opens, and wrapping all properties. That's good for now. Now I'll add a new page to the gallery and delete the pre-made properties as I don't need them. And name the card category. Drag and drop the new view of this week to this card. Also move the title above the gallery. Let's open the card now and again do some settings. Full with the page, turn off the table of content and oops, I didn't need to customize this for now. Opened it accidentally. Let's get back to the category page and continue. I wanted to do more settings, but let's skip this for now and delete this week filter and add another one. Here is a pro tip I learned the hard way. I want to show only sample 1 categories here. So I select category and select sample 1. Now that I don't have any docs for this category, I'll add one right from here. Because it has the sample 1 filter on, it will give the category to all docs created in this page without needing anything from us. Now I name the category to sample. Nah, let's make it foods. And nah, nothing crossing my mind. Project X docs. Project X will do. Doesn't matter at all. Sometimes the hardest part is just picking a name, am I right? Now I'll add more docs to make this page filled with docs. As you can see, all the docs I create will appear in the dashboard quickly. It's like watching a garden grow, but much faster. Okay, let's close this page and open it again as I forgot to add an icon. This reminds me of the time I spent hours trying to find documents because they all look the same. Never again. Choose any icon or emoji that suits your category. I'll choose the box emoji. Now close the page and duplicate this category as many as you need. I think 5 is okay for me. Remember, you can always add more later as your needs grow. From here, the only things we need to do is to change the filter and change the category that I want to show in the page. We're almost at the finish line. Can you feel how organized everything is becoming? Then using the little down chevron icon to move between pages without closing the page and change their filter again. Because I don't have any sample tree dogs, there is nothing here, so I will add two. Because we have five categories here, I'll add a few more dogs here to create two more categories, sample 4 and 5. So later we can filter them in their pages. Like organizing your closet, you want enough categories to be organized, but not so many that it becomes overwhelming. I'll continue filtering for next categories. It's okay for now. To make the cards more beautiful and useful, I'll go to the layout and change the page content to none. This clean approach makes such a difference. Now I'm going to change the icon of each category and change their name to something more meaningful. Visual cues are like breadcrumbs for your brain. They make navigation so much more intuitive. I think it's better to define the categories then change their icons. This one will be the business folder. Next one will be life docs and then partnership. And after that, freelancing docs. Name them whatever you need. I give the eye rolling emoji to freelancing, CD or DVD for partnership, puzzle for live docs, and a speaker for business folder. Now we have finished the original doc system and made it much better and useful with a few minor changes. They are the same and only the views and how they show the data have changed. But you can see how much it has gotten better and bulletproof. Wasn't that easy? Now let's take a look at the database folder and give it an icon. Search data and choose the only one that Notion suggests. I guess this is okay. Not that I have tons of options. LOL. All logs you're going to create are going to be stored in this page rather than the dashboard, so your system will work perfectly and smoothly. Have you thought we're finished? Guess again. The best part is yet to come. Are you ready? Let's duplicate this gallery and make a completely new one. I duplicate to keep the settings, but not the content. We keep the structure, but I start first with the content. Move it a bit down and add a title for it. And this time copy the link to view the district docs again and create a new page in the new gallery we have just duplicated. I name the page Mr. Pogo Docs and finally paste the link. Go to filters, delete this week and add a created by filter and choose one person. I'll choose myself. No need to copy the link to view again for this. Add an icon to this page. Remember how we used to put little stickers on physical folders to make them easier to spot? We're doing the same here, just digitally. I can upload my own photo, but I'll skip this by choosing an emoji. Now I'll duplicate this card two times and open one to change the name to Farnas Docs. Then change the filter to Farnas. It's like creating individual mailboxes for each team member. Neat and organized. I repeat this for the last card and change it to Gilde Docs and change the filter. Done. Because I made all the docs, there is nothing to show for Farnas and Gilde. I'll change the title to Docs by People and improve it with Notion AI. Okay, maybe Docs by Team Member is better. Yes, team members' documents will do. Now I'll change the view icon with a group of people. And for the categories section, the title could be Docs categories. Simple and straightforward. Sometimes that's all we need. I've forgotten to rename the people view and change the database title. Don't you love how flexible Notion is? We can always go back and make adjustments. So let's do that quickly. Database category will change to team players, hide it, and the view name will be players. We finish another section, yay. Take a moment to appreciate how far you've come from a blank canvas to disorganized system. Let's recap what we have done till now so we can decide which will be the next section of this dashboard. So here we have our this week's docs that we or people in our team or family have created. And here we have every doc that has been edited since yesterday. And here we have our categories and below it we have docs grouped by team or family members. And last is the database, the foundation of our entire system, like the engine room of a ship. Let me move this a bit below and add 3 dash symbols to create a line to separate this from the main sections. Now it's time to add another property to our docs. You know how we all have different level of urgency in our lives, right? Let's bring the same organization to our documents and call it priority with a select type of property and choose an icon for it and finally add its level. High, urgent, medium, and low. Move urgent to the top and change its color to red. Orange for high, blue for medium, and green for low. Just like a traffic light, red means stop and pay attention right now. Now let's add priorities to all our docs. I'll speed up this process to finish quickly. I'll be back soon. Okay, I finished this. Now I want to create another synced and linked database view. I'll create a space and paste the link and create the linked view and again quickly delete the this week filter from it and create a new one for priority to show urgent docs only. Add a title for it and name it urgent docs. This is how you can create a view based on priorities you want to keep an eye on. No more missing crucial deadlines. I'll move them to the left column and now every time I open this dashboard, I can see my urgent docs quickly and easily. Have you ever felt that moment of panic when you can't find an urgent document? Those days are over. We can keep doing this. We can add deadlines to finalize a doc, add automations, advanced formulas. The possibilities are endless, but let's focus on the essentials first. Now I'm going to make the priority property visible in this view and then copy link to this view and move to the end of the page and duplicate the players gallery without their content. and add a title for it to create a new view to sort or group docs with different priorities for easy access. Create a new page for the gallery and paste the view into this page and name the page to Urgent Docs. And pick a thunder emoji and get back to the dashboard and duplicate the page 3 times. Open the second one and change the name to Medium. No, sorry, name it High Urgency and pick any icon you see fit. Then change the filter to High. Move on to the next one. Pick the icon. I'll go down and pick Blue. Then name the page to Medium Urgency and change the filter. Now move on to the last priority. Change the filter to Low and also the name of the page to Low Urgency. Maybe it's a good idea to add urgency to the high and medium titles too. Okay, let's get back to the low urgency to pick the icon. Wait, why am I scrolling this much? I can type to find what I want faster. Green, and choose the green circle. Done. Oh, I didn't hide the filters. I always forget to hide them and make the view clean. Look, now we have most of the views in our docs dashboard to help us with any kind of document management. And all these combined make one of the most useful doc system for Notion. Not just a template, but a system to make things easier. Can you imagine never having to dig through endless folders to find that one doc again? I'll add pics to these team players later. Now let's do an almost final recap and review of what we have done to see where we can improve already. Just like a chef tasting their dish before serving. We have our urgent docs here, recently edited ones, and this week's docs. Docs categorized here, docs based on who has created them. Now let's add a media to our members and name it profile, and choose a logo or profile picture for each. I'll pick a logo for Gilde and close the page to change the team members view to show the profile property as cover. Now I'll pick a profile pic for Farnaz too. Add a random emoji for her to make it a bit fun and personal, and move to Mr. Pogo Docs and pick my own portrait. Done. Now our players section is more personal and recognizable from each other without reading their names. And last, we have created the sort by urgency, which is super useful. And that was all about our document management system, all created from scratch. Think about how much time this will save you in the long run. No more frantically searching for important documents. And one last thing, make sure to take a look at nimblegod.com every time in a while as I'm creating and sharing lots of free systems and templates, covers and formulas for Notion and share them all on the website. Also, I will create more comprehensive and ultimate Notion setups that are available for a fair value. I love creating free stuff to help everyone on any level with any need in their lives. That's why you will find so many free things from me. Because at the end of the day, isn't it amazing when we can help each other work smarter, not harder? Alright, folks, we've made it. We just whip up an awesome document management system in Notion. Let's do a quick rundown of what we covered. We set up a system that's tailor made for your needs because one size definitely doesn't fit all. You learned how to organize your docs like a pro, slap on some tags, and find the stuff in a snap. We played around with some of Notion's cool features that make managing docs a piece of cake. Here is a pro tip. Consistency is key. Make using your new system a habit and you'll never have to play hide and seek with important docs again. If this video helped you out, show some love by smashing that like button, subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Got question? Fire away in the comments. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Catch you in the next one. Happy organizing, friends. Oh, and don't forget, the template I use is up for grabs on my website, NimbleGod. Head over there to kickstart your own document management system.